What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be showing you how to use the area type tool in Adobe Illustrator. Let's get started. All right, so I have my canvas right here, and what we're going to do is we're just going to start off with a regular rectangle, and I'll show you exactly how to do this. So go over here to your toolbar and click on rectangle and just draw a rectangle out. Now we're going to go over here to the type tool and hold and click until we see area type right here. And all we have to do is click right up here into the top left corner and just click. And that's gonna fill this with a whole bunch of type right here. So what you can do is you can adjust this shape to whatever text you want to put in here. And I've copied some placeholder text that we are going to be using today for this video. So this is really valuable when you're wanting to create unique shapes, or if you're just wanting to block off certain shapes where you want your text to go. And you can still go in and edit exactly as you would any other type. So you can make headings right here. The rest of it can be like regular weight. So let's just kind of switch over to like a medium weight and obviously bring this down to like a 10 point or something like that. And we'll start a new line right here. And what you can do is double click right here, this little heading, and then just grab your eyedropper tool and select, and that will copy those attributes over to that line of type as well. So that's a real basic way of how to do this. So how do you do something a little bit more complex? Well, it's actually pretty easy, and as far as making a shape and putting text inside of it, you can do it to almost any shape. So let's create a star, and what we can do here is we can just grab the star, do our area type tool, and click up here at the top. And the smaller you make your type, the easier it's going to fit in those little areas right there. And since it's dummy text, I just pasted the same thing over again. And if you want these to go all the way across, all you have to do is go to your paragraph panel and click on Justify All Lines. I'm going to uncheck Hyphenate. And let's go over here to our character panel, and you can go in and adjust your tracking to whatever you're wanting to do here. Sometimes you may want those words to stretch out, and the more text you have, the less likely it will be that these words stretch out all the way across like that. So what if you want to get even more complex? Well, this is really cool. All you have to do is hit B on your keyboard to activate your brush tool. And let's just create this weird like amoeba type of shape right here. Just whatever, do whatever you want. This kind of makes me think of the Nickelodeon splat. So what we're gonna do here is click A on our keyboard, and that's gonna bring up our direct selection tool. And we're gonna click on this anchor point and bring it right above this anchor point. And still with our direct selection tool activated, we're gonna select both of these and do Command or Control J on our keyboard. And that's gonna join those two paths together. So now we have an entirely closed path here. So now to make this easier, I generally like to swap the fill and the stroke when I do something like this. So I'm just gonna do Shift and X on my keyboard. So now this actually is one continuous shape, and we can do our area type tool, and you really can click on anywhere to start this. So we'll just let this fill up with lorem ipsum, and you can go in and refine your type on exactly what you're wanting to do. All right, so this last one is kind of like a bonus tip. It's even more complex, and we're gonna use more than one shape. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna draw a circle, and then I'm gonna copy and paste this right in front, and that's gonna paste that exactly in the same place. So I'm just gonna scale this down to right here. And now I'm gonna select both of these, go over to my Pathfinder, and click on minus front. And that's going to create like a donut. Now, just so you know, I have not been able to find a way to create text inside of this donut shape because it's a compound path. I know of a way to kind of hack it, but if anybody knows of a way to do all of the text inside of the shape and have it go continuously line by line, let me know down in the comments because I've been trying to figure this out for years. All right, so now I'm going to grab my rectangle tool, and we're going to cover up half of this. And we're gonna select everything and click on minus front again. So now we have like our little half donut. All right, so now I'm gonna plan a little bit for what I'm gonna do in a few minutes. So what I'm gonna do is hold down Option or Alt and click and drag this over. I'm just gonna leave that right there. All right, so now we're gonna make one more copy of this and bring this over here and go to Transform, Reflect, and Vertical. So now I'm just gonna kind of bring this down here, right about to where those intersect, and just kind of make it look like a broken donut. And I'll separate it just a little bit, maybe do something like that. All right, so now we're gonna convert these to area type. So let's click and hold our area type tool and click right up here and right here. So now we have text that's gonna be filling up these two donuts. Now what we wanna do is we wanna thread this text together. It's very simple. All we have to do is select both of these and go up to Type, Threaded Text, and Create. So now this text right here, when it ends, is gonna go right up to this one right here. And I found an article on Krispy Kreme donuts, which is my favorite donut. So I'm gonna go in here and refine this just a little bit and just kind of create some headings and everything. And you can see exactly how you can format this text inside of these shapes. All right, so as you can see, you can go in and format this just like you would on any other text box or any other shape that you've got text inside of. Okay, so earlier I mentioned copying this over, and I'll show you exactly why I did that. We'll just kind of rotate this and bring this right here. So we're gonna line these up exactly where they were before. And just in case you don't know, you can activate outline mode by hitting Command or Control Y on your keyboard. Now we're gonna click on this black shape right here. We're gonna go to Object, Path, and Offset Path, and we're going to offset it by 1/4 of an inch. And what this is going to do is it's going to grow the shape while keeping all of the outer edges in proportion with each other. So we'll do the same thing to the bottom one. And now we can send both of these to the back. You can go up here to Object, Arrange, and Send to Back. And now we're going to select these text boxes and just color them white. And we're going to go to Object, Transform, and Bring to Front. All right, and now what we'll do is select both of these and give it kind of like a nice light tan color, like something that you would see in a donut place. And we want to give plenty of contrast to the type. And let's give a nice background here. All right, looking good. So as you can imagine, there are a lot of things that you can do with Area Type tool. Just keep in mind that you have to create them on a non-compound path. So anything that has like a hole in it or something like that, you're gonna have to hack around that. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope I taught you something in Illustrator today. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe, and click the bell for notifications to be notified of all future videos. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.